Hello everybody. As you can probably tell, I don't think we're in Kentucky anymore. In fact, we are in the beautiful Dolly Sods. Love this place. I drove down last night, got here about, 10:30. Got some sleep in the car, got up, went and photographed a gorgeous sunrise at Bear Rocks, and now we're hiking in. We got about 10.5 miles to do today. I'm going to go out to Lion's Head and claim as a campsite. And I say us because we will actually be meeting up with a few other people today. Tim Watson's going to be joining us, Karate Josh, and backpacking with Jason. So should be a good time. They're going to meet us up at top of Lion's Head. I'm going to try to get us a good campsite. But yeah, I forgot how much I enjoy the scenery here. It's been 2 years, I think, since I've been here. Love it. I will apologize, I'm battling a bit of a cold right now, so if my voice sounds funny or it seems like I'm having a hard time catching my breath, it's because I am. I can't really breathe through my nose today, which isn't ideal, but we'll make it work. Let me just give you a friendly piece of free advice. Avoid Dobbin Grade Trail like the plague, unless you like sinking to your hips in mud. If that's your thing, then by all means take Dobbin Grade. Otherwise, I suggest you just steer clear. I may or may not be speaking from personal experience from the past trip. Never know. I would heed that warning though. So I kind of doubt you make them out in the distance yet, but behind me there, you might be able to see all those white, sort of wind-blown stones, the big open plains. I really don't think you'll be able to make them out too well on the camera just yet, but when I think of Dolly Sods, that's what I think of, is that part. You get big open plains like what we've had. Another deer out there watching me. But anyway, you get the big open plains like we've had, but then you get those white, striking white, just wind eroded sort of boulders scattering everywhere. That's what I think of when I think Dolly Sods, and it is my favorite part of Dolly Sods. To be honest, part of the reason I'm hiking in before everyone else is so I don't have to be in any rush to go through this section because it's my favorite. Not that I can't stop with the other guys, that's not what I'm saying, but they're meeting much later in the day, so to make it to Lion's Head, they're going to have to keep a fairly consistent pace. So I figured, you know what? I kind of like to meander through this section, have plenty of time with my camera, maybe be able to do a sunrise. And so yeah, that's why I kind of decided to do this first little leg solo here. Kind of funny, they started running towards me there and then they realized, oh crap, human, and stopped and kind of started checking me out again, like, what in the world is this guy doing out here at 8 o'clock in the morning? Alright, so at this point, basically exactly 4 miles in, which means we got 6-ish, 6.5 to go. So not too bad. We're almost at the halfway point. We're reaching that. This is sort of that point that I said that this is what I think of. I think of the sods. All those boulders I mentioned are right up here. But I'm gonna find a nice one to plop down on, take a break, eat a little snack, and drink some water. Definitely need a break. My congestion's getting a little worse. My head's starting to pound a bit, so I definitely need to sit down for a bit. I don't want to overdo it and be screwed tomorrow. If I recall correctly, tomorrow will require, switch hands here, tomorrow will require a very rocky trail that's really unpleasant and a couple decent climbs, some of the bigger climbs on the trip. So that's probably going to kick my butt with this cold. So I want to be careful that I don't kill myself today and can manage to get through that A-okay. But yeah, we're going to go to those boulders right there, and that's where I'm going to take my break. I think it's got a great view from there, so I love it out here. Alright, my little snack break there has me feeling better about life again. So now I just need to navigate these boulders, figure out exactly where the trail is again, and get back on the trail. We're heading that way. At this point, it's nearly a straight shot to where we're going. So, but yeah, the trail's right there somewhere. It's kind of hard to tell from up here, but I'm gonna kind of hop down these boulders and get back to it. So I haven't updated in a little bit. That last little bit was interesting. I lost the trail, and well, I could not find it. I'm still not sure what I did wrong, but yeah, I had to bust out map, compass, GPS, and do some legit navigation there. Good thing I've got all that practice off trailing in the gorge, huh? But yeah, all good now. We're back on the trail. So I mean, it's no big deal, all things considered. But I have no idea where I went wrong. That section of trail got really confusing to me, so I'm not entirely sure what I did. Hopefully Tim, Josh, and Jason have an easier time with it than what I did. But yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. But I ended up on some user trails, and I figured, oh well, I'll follow this. It was going roughly the right direction, and then those just sort of disappeared into nothingness. So turned into a legit little bushwhack there for, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile or so. I have no idea what I did, but it doesn't matter. We got back on the trail. Yeah, that was interesting. Wasn't expecting that to happen today. You know, this does bring up a good point, though, of what to do if you find yourself in that situation. Because all too often people realize, oh crap, I'm off the trail. Oh, but it's got to be this way. It's just got to be this way. I'll keep going just a little bit further. It's got to be this way. And they'll just keep pushing. They'll keep pushing, and they'll tend to push themselves faster and faster and faster. And a lot of people that's been lost almost describe it as like feeling like someone's chasing you. So they feel like they just need to go. There must just be something therapeutic to the human brain that equates movement with progress. You know, you see the same thing like natural disasters and stuff. When really, that's not what you need to do. That's straight up panic. The word I've heard for it is like bush panic. And what you should do, just stop. Literally stop. Sit down if you need to. Take a couple minutes. Take some deep breaths. Maybe drink some water, rehydrate. And just kind of figure out what your best course of action is. In my case, my best course of action was just to navigate back to the trail. I had everything I needed to do it, so I did it. If you can't do that, your best course of action might be to stay put or build a shelter or signal for help. You know, it just kind of depends. But yeah, it's all about staying calm. And they say, you know, you should literally stop, think, observe, and plan. That's what STOP stands for. But yeah, that's what you should do. So, haven't updated in a while. This is pretty much how the trails in the southern section are. Really rocky, lots of roots, really uneven, just generally really rough on your ankles and knees hiking on it. Not my favorite trails to hike, to be honest. And I'm getting to the point where I feel like maybe I pushed it a little bit with being sick and doing this many miles. Not feeling so hot at the moment, but just broke 8 miles. Means 2.5 to go to the target. Tim, Jason, and Josh should have already met up and be well into their hike by now, hopefully. But yeah, just got to keep pushing forward to where we're going to camp. I'll be fine once we get to camp and I can kind of relax for the rest of the night. It's just 10.5 miles probably isn't the smartest decision when you can't even breathe through your nose, have pounding headache and such. But on the flip side, if I wasn't doing this, I'd be at home missing out on the Dolly Sods trip. And truth be told, I'd be pretty bummed if I missed the Sods trip. The last one was a couple years ago, so I was definitely anxious to get back. But yeah, I'm at the point where we really got to just kind of suck it up, keep pushing, and get to camp so we can relax some. Then it'll all be good. I also need to find some water because there's no water up at Lion's Head, and this is the first place I found that's really flowing at all. I'm tempted to wait so I don't have to carry the water weight, but I think it'd be wise to fill it now, so I'm going to go ahead and camel up on water. I really don't want to have to conserve it all night. Made it to the intended goal for the night. This is the spruce forest, sort of up above Lion's Head here. We visited this the previous trip but didn't camp here, and as soon as we saw it we knew we wanted to do a trip to camp here, which is what we're doing this evening. You can probably tell why just by looking at it. It's absolutely magnificent up here. So I've claimed this spot as ours. Alright, so there's home for the night. Got it all set up there. So back to using my Hennessy hammock. This is a Hennessy something or another ASIM, I don't remember. I'm not a big gear nut. I just use what works and don't really obsess over it, to be honest. But yeah, my Hennessy hammock. This is the big Mama Jama tarp that I bought off Tim, I don't know, a year or two ago now. Really like this tarp. It's nice and big. The one that comes with the Hennessy is super small, and to get it pitched right to where it will be watertight at night is very, very difficult. This is very easy. As you can see right now, I do have it pitched pretty high. That's because I'm not expecting rain or storms or anything. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use it. I probably will as a wind block because it got pretty cold last night. Sleeping in my car, the thermometer got down to I think 35 or so. So it did get pretty chilly, so I'll probably put it up as a wind block. We'll see. Yeah, that's the setup. Don't have the sleeping mat or anything in there yet. I brought my Neo Air X-Therm and my UGQ 15-degree quilt. So I should be nice and cozy in there tonight. And then I got some warm layers and stuff if need be, but yeah, it should be pretty comfy. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to being time to crawl in there for the night. But we still got a while. In fact, probably still got a while before the others show up. So I've been sitting here for quite some time now. I'm starting to get actually pretty worried about these guys. We've only got an hour of daylight left, and I've seen absolutely no sign of them. There's most certainly someone over here. Maybe they're on Lion's Head. I didn't actually go to Lion's Head. Well, as good as time as any, I guess. They may have decided to come in and swing by Lion's Head. They probably assumed I went to it, when in reality, I took a little siesta. So let's go see what's going on. I definitely hear the iconic Tim Watson voice. Now we just gotta find him. If I recall correctly, you go down here. Told you I recognized the voices.
Hey! I don't know, 68? Maybe 60.
Good morning, everybody. As you can see, the weather's taken a bit of a change here. Cloudy and extremely windy last night. But I decided to walk out here to Lion's Head on the off chance it might be shootable. I don't think it's going to be at all. It's just very gray. Everything's very flat, gray, and boring. But I realized I didn't really show you Lion's Head too much last night, so I'll kind of show it to you again today. Very cool spot. It does indeed look an uncanny amount like a lion's head. Aptly named, I guess. But yeah, definitely going to be no real sunrise. As you can see, it's trying to get some color up in there, but it's just going to look like nothing in the camera. I figured that's the way it was going to turn out when I walked down here. I got up and I saw the sky, and what sucks is off that direction isn't so bad. If that was over here, it'd probably work out, but it's not, so it's probably not going to work out. Alright, so everybody's got camp broken down. We're headed out. The way I came in, these guys actually hiked in the opposite way of what we went, so we're actually going to hike out the way I hiked in, which I can't say I'm too disappointed about. As I said, that's my favorite part, so I'm certainly not upset about hiking it twice. But yeah, as soon as Jason gets his stuff together there, we're going to hit the trail and get going.
He said, come on down! Good.
So, hiking back, the wind's been picking up, been some thunder, and now, as you can probably tell, got a little bit of rain. So I think we're actually hiking straight into the middle of the storm. So that's fun. I don't think I'm gonna bother with the rain gear though. Just gonna end up getting wet from sweating if I put it on, so might as well deal with the rain. Actually feels kind of good anyway. All right, so we pulled off in a sheltered little spot there to have some lunch, try to kind of wait out the rain. As you can see, things have improved dramatically with the weather. It's beautiful again, so that's quite nice. Don't have to spend the whole day hiking in a storm, so I'll take it. Alright, these guys are kind of locating their campsites back here. At this point we're, I don't know, only about a mile or so from the car. I think I'm going to go ahead and hike back tonight, since we're so close. And these guys are going to camp here and have a short hike out tomorrow. So yeah, I think that is the current plan. Yeah, so the reason I'm hiking out now, well, it's kind of a multitude of reasons really. One, I'm not feeling real good. I haven't been this whole trip though. That I could deal with, but we're so close to the car. I've seen everything I wanted to see. There's not really going to be any opportunities for shots in the morning, so I'd much rather just go ahead, go back and get this drive done. Because if I get back to the car today, I can do the drive, 6.5 hour drive during a time of evening when there'll be no traffic. I won't have to worry about traffic in Charleston and all that. You know, it's just how I prefer to do it. I prefer go ahead and get the drive done today, and then I still got all day Sunday, you know, to kind of get things together and get ready to go back to the real world on Monday. So that's why. But yeah, I see the cars up here. You might be able to make them out right there. So getting really close now. But yeah, this is a great trip. I almost didn't come because I knew I was sick before leaving, but I would have been really bummed to miss the sods. And I'm glad I came. It was a good time. And anyway, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you on the next adventure.